He told an umpire to stick his mic where the sun doesn't shine. On the whole, 1987 was a rough year for McEnroe. He simply walked off of the court in a World Team Cup tennis match in Dusseldorf, Germany in May, complaining that his back hurt. He was nonetheless fined $500. In September at the US Open, his temper was his biggest enemy. McEnroe came dangerously close to being thrown out during his third-round match against Slobodan Cvijanovic. McEnroe lost his temper when there was a call against him, slamming his racket onto the court before yelling at the umpire, "Didn't you see anything? Couldn't you see a damn thing?" That cost me the set. The set was over, the ball was out. He carried on, swearing at the umpire and taking a point penalty for the language. At the next changeover, he again went after the umpire. "Mike Ings, are you trying to set a Guinness Book of World Records to screw me? You can't see a thing." That was set point. I should have won the set 6-3. "What match are you watching?" said Ings. "If I see a space between the ball and the line, I'll call it." McEnroe, congratulations on this excellent officiating. Ings, I've had enough of this conversation. It has nothing to do with me. After this exchange, McEnroe calmed down for what proved to be only a momentary interlude. When the break was over, he walked past the CBS technician, who was holding a courtside microphone. "Do me a favor and stick that mic up your ass," McEnroe said. In the end, McEnroe won the match. However, the microphone caught the expletive, and McEnroe was fined a total of $0 by the time all was said and done. He was also suspended for 2 months as a result of his behavior. He badmouthed Serena Williams in 2017. For all of John McEnroe's complaining, he changed the game of tennis. Researchers at the University of California investigated umpire calls and discovered that 84% of calls made by the naked eye are wrong. With this information, tennis has increasingly gone technological, using techniques like hawk, a visual system to assess where a ball hits and allowing players to make appeals. His legendary mouth has also gotten him into trouble as an announcer and sports commentator since his playing career ended. His comments about Serena Williams in 2017 put him in the hot seat about men, women, and sport. He subjected a linesman to a tirade so vicious, the linesman was scared to report it. John McEnroe first played at Wimbledon in 1977, but the 1981 tournament is his true claim to fame. During a match against another American contender named Tom Gullickson, McEnroe became enraged at a call that one of his shots was out. The first round match was at 15-30, and 1-1 in the first set, and McEnroe lost it. He turned to the umpire and said, "Chalk came up all over the place, you can't be serious, man." But he didn't stop there. He then uttered the famous line, "You cannot be serious." That ball was on the line. His tirade continued. Chalk flew up, it was clearly in. How can you possibly call that out? Everybody knows it's in the whole stadium, and you call it out. You guys are the absolute pits of the world, you know that. Despite all of his complaining and yelling, McEnroe did nothing to better his cause. The umpire, Edward James, responded to the angry player, "I'm going to award a point against you, Mr. McEnroe." McEnroe went on to win Wimbledon that year but was fined $0. The initial recommendation for a $0 fine was appealed for the outburst, and skipped the championship dinner in protest. A decade later, his Wimbledon appearance was again full up with bad language and fines when he went after a linesman. McEnroe was fined 0 for dropping 4 F-words in a 2-sentence string of 21 words to a linesman that was so scared, he initially didn't report the incident. McEnroe was asked to resign from the Queen's Club because of language so foul it was shattering. The prestigious Queen's Club in London asked John McEnroe to resign his membership in 1985 after he offended the chairman's wife during one of his practices. McEnroe was given honorary membership to the club, but when he was practicing prior to Wimbledon in 1985, his language led to numerous complaints against him, including one from Sheila Bowden, wife to the club's chairman. She wouldn't repeat what was said and stated, "I am surprised you asked me to." It was something you would not hear in the gutter. It was as offensive as it could be. I was appalled and really shattered. It was something you just don't expect. McEnroe was told that if he didn't resign voluntarily, he would lose membership in 30 days. His response: "I don't think people even know what the Queen's Club membership is, much less care about it here. It kind of makes me angry that people ask about it. People don't even know what it is. It's just another story to them reporters. Let's put it this way, I'm glad to be in America. That's about the only thing I can say." This wasn't McEnroe's first trouble at the Queen's Club. In 1984, during a pre-Wimbledon tournament, he told umpire Roger Smith over 1,000 officials to choose from, "And I get a moron like you before going after the other 2 officials," commenting, "You sit there like 2 bumps on a log and do nothing." McEnroe offended German and black folks in one fell swoop with a comment in 1987. When McEnroe played Boris Becker during a Davis Cup match. The Davis Cup is an international competition among participating countries from around the world between the US and Germany. In 1987, he shot a remark at the black linesman who called him for a foul. McEnroe cried out, "I didn't know they had black Germans," insinuating that the official was working for his opponent. McEnroe's racially tinged outbursts throughout the entirety of the Davis Cup event were pretty outrageous. He yelled at another official, "What the hell country are you in, hey?" Sprechen Sie English, at one point, and even turned on spectators. When a German set off a noisemaker, he shouted, "Go eat some more sauerkraut." He called an opponent a communist bastard in 1983. One of McEnroe's defining characteristics on the court was his well-honed ability to take his stress and frustration out on all those around him, including his opponents and the chair umpires. In 1983, he took this to an extreme and called his opponent Thomas Smid a communist bastard at a Forest Hills event. Smid, Czechoslovakian, and his fans were furious at the remark. McEnroe was fined 0 for the slur, but Smid didn't let it go so easily. The next time, the 2 men met at a match in New York. The men trash-talked across the net, and McEnroe hit a backhand that narrowly missed Smid's clipped mustache. McEnroe went on to win, but afterwards Smid called McEnroe an indelicate name, and McEnroe called Smid a total jerk.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care, bye.